basic like annual salary here is 4 million yen. Do you think it's gonna be enough to live in your country?
I'd say you could probably live like this,
Okay.
but with not many extras. People pay around 1,000 in Paris.
I would say the norm is about out in the countryside, maybe $1,000 a month. You go somewhere like New York or LA, probably like, I don't know, closer to $2,000 a month.
In London, I don't think that would get you very far.
How much do you think we need to earn to live in, London?
Oh, for a comfortable life,
Yeah.
to be able to
100K.
say yes to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about
100K,
100. Yeah.
100,000.
100,000.
Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah.
Like minimum per
Maybe like
year.
40,
Minimum year.
Maybe like 50
Well,
then.
yeah, that's just to say no to say yes to everything. I think
Yeah,
maybe
but
50
you wouldn't
and
be in
above.
the rent.
But you would have to think about where
You know-
you're spending your money.
Yeah,
But
Mhm.
you could never survive in Norway without
Right.
that. Yeah.
How much do you think we need to earn to live in Norway comfortably?
Yeah.
Double.
The minimum wage is double, yeah.
So
About
got
50,000 euro or something.
Usually both have to work to have a stable economy. If someone is at home with the children, for instance, the husband has a really, really good job.
Wow. In Japan, like basic like annual salary here is 4 million yen, which is $28,000.
$28,000.
25,000 euro. Do you get it? Around?
Okay.
So this is like basic salary, like per year. Do you think it's gonna be enough to live in your country or no way? Or how much do you think we need to earn?
I think it just depends on your way of living and whether you live in Paris or in other
Yeah.
places. But if you live in another place, it would be completely
Uh-huh.
enough.
Let's say,
I'd say.
the countryside.
Yeah, if you live in the countryside, it's like way less expensive. So
Okay, maybe it could be.
so yeah, it could be
Okay,
enough. I
okay.
think.
How about Paris? If I want to live in Paris.
Paris. I never lived in Paris, but I'd say you have to make at least 2,000 a month. You said 25,000. I don't know if you're talking like,
Yeah,
is it what you
25,000.
actually have in the end?
Yes.
I'd say you could probably live like this,
Okay.
but with not many extras.
Is it like
I don't know.
share house or like you can live your own room?
I'm not sure at all. Like, I think people pay around 1,000 in Paris for if they want their own space, and but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
And so yeah, you still have like 1,000 for the rest of your life. I don't know. I never lived there, but like, I think it would be okay to live
yeah, but
like this.
housing stuff is way like expensive, like compared to Japan. I think. I don't think it's reasonable, but it's still very reasonable price compared to you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, some parts of the US are really expensive. I think you would struggle on that budget if you were living somewhere like New York or LA, Seattle,
Yeah.
Miami, in the big cities. I know people who are managing on that amount, but I wouldn't be comfortable living that much. If you're out in the country, it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, I would still say that's kind of I would say like the minimum you would need to kind of get by in most of the US.
How much did you like pay for your rent, if you don't mind me asking, before you came?
So I'm from a small town,
Okay.
and we had a really good deal where it was like $1,600 a month for three of us. So each was about
Three of us.
$600.
Okay.
I would say the norm is about out in the countryside, maybe $1,000 a month. In the city, it's going to be about $1,500 a month. You go somewhere like New York or LA, probably like, I don't know, closer to $2,000 a month
I guess
in
so.
rent. 2,000 at least.
At least.
Probably more.
Wow. I see. Thank you so much. That was very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Japan, like annual salary here is 4 million yen, which is I think 25,000 euro. Do you get it? 25,000 euro.
25,000.
A year. Yeah,
A year, yeah, per year. Do you think it's okay or it's too? No.
At what age?
It's like every age, from
25,000 to live in Europe.
25,000 euro is the like basic salary here. So I wonder how is it?
25,000 in London, I don't think that would get you very far.
It's not a big salary.
However, we moved to London and probably had.
Yeah, I started on lower than that.
I think I started a little bit high. I started a little bit higher than that, and actually was out all the time. So I obviously made it work. But yeah, I don't know where all my money's gone now.
How much do you think we need to earn to live in London?
Oh, for a comfortable life,
Yeah.
to be able to say yes to anything. Yeah, about
100K,
100. Yeah.
100,000.
100,000.
Yeah.
100,000.
For a very comfortable,
Yeah.
very comfortable life.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to say no or.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like so comfortable. Like
Yeah.
you have like house and
Yeah.
you can buy food
Yeah.
like minimum for
Maybe
a
like
year.
40,
Minimum year.
maybe like 50.
Well, yeah, that's just to say no to just say yes to everything. You can easily get by on
Yeah.
40 and above.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
50
you wouldn't
and
be in
above.
the rent.
But you would have to think about where
You know-
you're spending your money.
Yeah, because your rent would be so that your rent
High.
would be like
You'd have to be
60% of
cautious.
yeah, 60% of your wage a
Oh.
month. 60%. So you would have nothing left. Very minimal left after your rent. Yeah.
Oh my god, so
Yeah.
expensive. Frozen cats everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Like basic annual salary here is 25,000 euro. Do you get it?
For a month or for a
For a
year?
year.
25,000 euro?
Mm.
Okay.
It of course it depends on person.
That's
but
average?
average here.
Okay.
Do you think it's
Salary.
a lot?
Yeah.
Salary like per. Do you think it's a lot? It's okay, or it's not enough to living comfortably?
What we know about the cost of living here, I
Mhm.
think it's okay, but
Mhm.
you could never survive in Norway without
Right.
salary. Yeah.
How much do you think we need to earn to live in Norway
I
comfortably?
think- yeah,
Double.
The minimum wage is double, yeah.
Mm. So
About
God.
50,000 euro or something. It's not easy to own your own
Så vi sitter med.
apartment or house with one salary. If you buy a big house, you need two salaries.
Usually both have to work to have a stable economy. If someone is at home with the children, for instance, the husband has a really, really good job.
Wow. How long do you guys work then?
We have decent hours. I mean, you have decent hours.
8 to 4.
8 to 4. Oh.
That's 8 hours a day. And they get half an hour break as well.
Oh,
Where
okay.
they sit down, drink coffee, eat.
Mm.
While I'm in healthcare, so I have different working hours.
Okay.
But we do also only have 8 hours, except from the weekends we have 13-hour shifts. Friday night or Friday evening, night, and Saturday 13 hours and Sunday 13 hours. But that's voluntarily because then I can work every fourth weekend instead of every other weekend or every third weekend. So if I say I don't want to work 13 hours, it's okay, because they can't force you to work that many hours.
Okay.
The law says 8 hours maximum a day.
Oh, I see.
What is normal here?
It's basically like 8 hours.
8 hours.
Like maybe staying.
Yeah.
But a lot of people overwork here.
Do they get paid in overtime? Or
Yeah,
do they,
but
okay.
it's like 1.28 to 5. It's like double, right? Maybe
Yeah.
for that. It's not gonna be
8
double.
to 5?
One
What
point-
is the working hours here? Do they
8
start-
hours. Basically 8 hours, but
But the
I
rush
think
hour
you-
is 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock?
it's very depends, but 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I guess.
Oh.
For 40 hours, you can do the overtime per month.
Okay.
It's like that. I mean, basically a lot of people do the overtime
Yeah,
here.
because we saw a lot of buildings like
Like,
12 o'clock, people are coming out from work, and we're like, why is people working that late? That's not normal, you know?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Japanese culture.
Yeah.
You see a lot of, light, no
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
don't mean they'll
Also, I
still
feel
work.
like Asian culture in generally, they work until 6, 7 that evening, while in Norway, they want to go to work early as possible to finish early as possible because the sun goes down very early during the winter.
I see.
Yeah, during winter time, it gets dark around 4
Interesting.
or 5 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think that's quite different from here.
Yeah, it
Interesting.
is.
Thank you so much.